It's time to make annual predictions for the new year. But before we do that, let's rewind and see how my fellow Fivers did with predictions from a year ago. Watch.
I think, one, you know, it's too much to ask for impeachment or indictment.
Oh, come on, Juan.
But I will say, I think the Democrats take back the House and maybe even the Senate. Number two, and this one's really for my lovely friend to my left here, Mr. Jesse Waters.
Oh, no.
No wall, no wall, no wall. I believe that the Washington football team will win a game in 2018.
I mean, the Eagles are going to be in the Super Bowl this year, and they're probably going to be playing the Pats, New England. I think the Eagles finally, this is going to be our year. We're going to bring home the Lombardi Trophy.
I think the Bitcoin bubble will burst, and that it will have like far wider implications to the system than people realize. I think Justice Anthony Kennedy will retire.
Wow, that's
year.
a big one.
And I think that my sister Angie will get another cat.
I'll probably become about 35% better looking, maybe 12% funnier, and 16% smarter.
Impossible.
With a plus or minus 3%. And I also predict that this year's Oscars will be the shortest ever because there will only be 4 presenters because everyone else has fled the country. I got to say, pretty darn good. Dana, 3 for 3?
3 for 3,
Wow.
and if you go back of my record over the years, I don't know, I'm kind of good at it.
I think
but
you're
this
excellent.
year, I'm like the Kennedy one, I nailed that. That was a good one. I remember I said that there would be a vacancy the year before, and there was, because unfortunately Justice Scalia passed away. And then I said Harry Reid wouldn't run for re-election when he didn't. So
Wow.
but this year I don't feel like I have a great handle on things. Okay, but can I do mine now?
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
So I'm going to say, and I believe this to be true, Kate Middleton will announce she's going to have a 4th baby.
Wow.
That she's pregnant with her 4th. Okay. I think that Free Solo is going to win the documentary of the year at the Oscars. And I think the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. But that doesn't really feel like an informed opinion if it's coming from me. So I was waved off of this by my assistant, Hamda, but I'm going to predict it. I think Tom Brady is going to retire in 2019. I think he's just going to try to end on a high note and not do the slow decline. So I'm predicting Tom Brady retires.
Can you help out your old friend? What is Free Solo about?
Well, if you paid attention to my one more thing, it's a documentary about a climber who climbs without ropes.
Okay, got it.
Solo.
Okay.
Juan, I mean, you said no wall, and there isn't one yet.
Well, it's you know, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while, Pete. That's unbelievable.
are a nut.
Because I think Dana is the queen of predictions. I think she's a prophet in our midst. Anyway, I would say Harriet Tubman is going to be on the $20 bill this year, this coming year.
Wow.
How about the car industry? Because I don't get it, but I haven't this experience. But people in Pittsburgh tell me they can just like get in a car, like a cab or an Uber, and it's no driver. It's just automatic. Well, this is I think, going to spread across the country right now. And then, of course, New York State wants to legalize marijuana. I think there's no stopping at this point. Marijuana is just, I mean, in my lifetime, some incredible things have happened, like gambling, legal gambling everywhere. Now, marijuana is legal everywhere.
You wanna bet?
You don't want to bet. What do you mean?
No, you said legal gambling, and I just
Yeah, and I think the 5 is going to be even more popular in 2019 than it is now because we're going to have so much turmoil politically. I think people are going to be watching for a show like this.
Political turmoil is a good prediction for 2019, no doubt. Kennedy.
All right, I think Sheryl Sandberg steps down at Facebook.
Wow.
I think Mark Zuckerberg stays, but in a different title, like Chairman Emeritus. I think the Trumps will stay married, but I think Melania is going to move back to New York City.
Wow.
And I think that marijuana will be rescheduled. I don't think it will be federally legal, but I think it will officially be rescheduled since there are a majority of states that have some form of legal cannabis.
Yeah, I think that's right, because I think it would be hard. I don't know. Trump might be the guy to legalize marijuana, though.
Yeah, you can't live with that conflict for too long from the state and federal level.
Right, yes, absolutely right.
Total disconnect.
So it will come to some sort of an impasse. I also think the House is going to impeach the president, but he will not be removed from office.
Interesting. Greg?
I'm going to stick with my prediction from last year, which was 100% accurate. I will become 35% more attractive over the next year, 14% funnier. I can't remember what the third.
14.
14. Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
Aim higher,
No. I don't want to overload people with my wit. Any other predictions? I predict that every single one of us will be forced to apologize for something.
I could do
you're
that.
probably right.
Because that's the wave of the future. It'll be
Apologies, because apologies sell. The media loves it when somebody gets into trouble, and they love hounding them until you're before a camera saying you're sorry. It's going to happen to everyone.
Next thing you know, you're using a plain mug.
Yes.
Well, let me just say,
mug.
let me just quickly say that since Jesse's not here,
Yes.
I thought Jesse was on target. The Eagles versus the Patriots, and the Eagles win the Super Bowl. He could have made some money in Vegas.
Good.
He probably did.
That's why he's not here.
Do you have predictions?
Spending all that Vegas money.
Speaking of apologizing, one of my predictions is someone at Fox News, maybe someone at this table, will be banned by Twitter or Facebook. Like, censorship of conservatives and certain speech is happening, and it's going to only get worse in 2019. I think Russia and Ukraine are going to massively escalate tensions. Yeah, I think it's going to be Trump, Putin, NATO involved. We'll see what happens in 2019.
Wow.
I also disagree with you were right last year on Bitcoin. I'm hoping I'm right this year. Bitcoin is going to rebound big time. I'm saying 20,000 price point by the end of 2019. It's currently at, I think.
Now you're on tape.
On tape, it's going to make 16,000.
We'll see you next year.
We'll see. And none of my Minnesota sports teams will win a title. That's my one.
That's an informed
to
prediction.
make sure I have
gosh.
at least one. Oh, you betcha.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Grandma.